This is an unimaginably sad day for our community. The entire university community is grieving.
Now at 5, searching for a motive after 3 University of Virginia football players are killed when someone began shooting on campus. One of the victims was from right here in South Florida.
Now we have live team coverage on the shooting tonight. We'll have more on the victim from South Florida in just a moment. But right now, let's begin with CBS 4's Deborah Alfarone in Charlottesville, Virginia. And Deborah, during the news conference, we learned that the suspect was caught. What do you know about him so far?
Well, at this point, Elliot, we know that he's 22 years old. He's a student here at the University of Virginia. His name is Christopher Darnell Jones, Jr., and that he did actually play football here his freshman year in 2018. There's a little bit more information that is coming out about him. They did say that he was brought to the UVA Threat Assessment Team's attention. UVA Threat Assessment Team, and this is the reason why. He made some comments about having a gun, allegedly, in September, so he was on their radar for that. There was also another incident. They're saying that there's a separate alleged hazing incident that happened on campus, but witnesses didn't want to cooperate at that time. That's really all that we have. Police are not giving us too much information, as you can imagine, in the beginning stages of this investigation.
All right, Deborah, so let's talk about the victims here. The 3 students killed were all on the football team, so there is that football connection. So do investigators know possibly a motive for the shooting at this time?
If they do know one, they're certainly not telling anybody right now. They're just saying that they're investigating. But what we do know is a little bit of context. There's actually a parking garage behind me, and this happened on a bus. These students had come back from seeing a play in Washington, D.C. So we're not sure if the suspect was also on that bus, but came here, and this is where that all happened. So we just know a little bit about what happened beforehand, but we don't know the connection. I would assume that there'd be some kind of connection with football, but again, you know, police are not confirming any motive right now.
And Deborah, one more question. There were 2 other victims, weren't there? How are they doing?
Well, right now, the latest information we have is one is in critical condition and one is in good condition. That's really all we have. Again, they're really not giving us a lot of info, but as this keeps progressing, you know, I've been here before covering lots of stories in Charlottesville, and the police chief here, he is very communicative, so I'm sure we'll find out more about those 2. Just thinking about everybody here and the families of those victims here in Charlottesville, Virginia tonight, guys.
All right, Deborah Alfarone live for us in Virginia. Thanks so much for that update.
And sadly, as we mentioned, there is a South Florida connection. Our team coverage moves now to CBS 4's Peter Dench.
Peter, Deshaun Perry played at Gulliver Prep. What did they have to say about this loss?
Well, Lorna and Elliott, the president of Gulliver Preparatory Academy, is remembering Deshaun Perry for his kind, hard, quick wit and strong moral character. He said that the 22-year-old Perry was intelligent, committed, and hard-working. While at Gulliver Prep, he played linebacker on the defensive line and tight end under head coach Earl Sims. Perry was named the South Florida Conference's 2018 Defensive Player of the Year and finished his senior season in 2018 with 89 tackles, 3 sacks, and 3 interceptions. He was a junior linebacker for the Virginia Cavaliers. Now, he spent 4 years at Gulliver Prep, graduating in 2019.
This loss is felt very deeply and very personally by so many in our community because of the incredible young man that Deshaun was. And it's a loss that will be felt very much.
From Perry's family said on behalf of Deshaun's parents, Happy and Sean Perry and their entire family, we thank the South Florida and Charlottesville communities for the outpouring of support during this impossibly tragic time. Right now, Happy and Sean will not speak publicly about the incident, as their grief is only beginning, and out of respect for the University of Virginia community, which has been terrorized by another mass shooting in the United States. Now, the president of Gulliver Prep said that Deshaun Perry had frequently come back to the school and was known to pay it back, frequently mentoring students both in the classroom and on the football field.